Hi y'all, so this is my video 4 on social advocacy. The first question was, what was something in the readings or the videos that challenged a belief I had about LGBTQ individuals? And that was kind of hard. I think what challenged me the most was in the videos there was a doctor, I believe some sort of doctor, and he was talking about how, well, it was the doctor and then also the people in the video were talking about how being gay or lesbian or transgender or whatever, being that was not a choice, that it couldn't be a choice, and these people were saying that they were born this way. They were born wanting, they were born in a female's body, but with a male spirit or whatever, or that they were born liking the same sex or being attracted to the same sex, and that it wasn't a choice. And then the doctor guy was saying that, that's what that in the community, in the medical community, that they believe that it's a it's not, it is something they're born with, whether it be chemicals in their makeup or whatever. But that challenged me because I told you guys, I mentioned in the beginning, like the first video I believe we made, that I'm a Christian, and so I guess, and I'm Baptist, if that says anything, but I don't know, I've always believed that, that people are not born that way, because as, with my beliefs that God wants us to, created us to like the opposite sex, and He wouldn't make you that way to be attracted to the same sex. That's not what He wanted. So that challenges me a little, because I just don't know how to look at that. With my faith, it's hard to believe that that's the case, that people are born that way, because I feel like if God wanted you to be a woman, He would make you a woman. Like, why would He make you a man with a woman who wants to be a woman? So that's kind of where I am with that. But then it says what changed my belief, and I don't know that anything changed my belief. I am still kind of, I don't know, like up in the air about all that. But I can respect that these people feel like this is the way that they were born. I can respect that the medical community, says that this is how they were born, that they were born with these feelings. It's not something they choose to have. So I'm not going to say that the video or the reading necessarily changed my beliefs, but it did make me see where they were coming from with it, and respect their views more. Yeah. This brought up some, like, with my family and friends and stuff, just reading this stuff and watching the videos and just this whole topic. You get to talking with your friends and or people you're close to about it, just to kind of get their take on things. And so one thing that got brought up this week kind of just blew my mind, and so I was going to share it with you guys to kind of get your input on the replies, because I am just kind of blown away by this. So my friend told me that he has a friend who has a 4-year-old son, born a son, and he says that they always believed that he was meant to be a girl, because of, I guess, the things he liked to play with. I don't know, that they always believed that he was meant to be a girl, and that he said he was a girl, and that he wanted to be called a girl. So he says they went to Austin, changed the birth certificate, changed the boy's name to Crystal, or a girl's name, on the birth certificate, and is living this 4-year-old as a girl now. And I don't know, I'm just like, I'm like, can a 4-year-old really know what they want? Can a 4-year-old really know whether they're a boy or a girl? Are you going to change the sex, the birth certificate, just let your 4-year-old live as a girl because they want to play with girl toys? I mean, if the kid was older, a teenager, maybe I would understand a little bit more, because I feel like as a teenager or an older child, you at least know what you're doing, kind of. But a 4-year-old, I don't know that a 4-year-old has that kind of knowledge to say that they want to be a girl, and then you're just going to go make them a girl. So I don't know, I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. Kind of a topic to talk about. Anyways, back to the thing. So why is it important for people in positions of power to advocate for others? It is important because no matter your beliefs, we are all human. We're all in this world together. We're all in this life, this community. We're all in it together. So we should all treat each other the same and respect each other's views, respect each other's life choices, because it is their choice. It's not my choice how someone else lives their life, just as it's not anyone else's choice how I live my life. So it is important that people in positions of power kind of set an example of how people should be treated, and how we should treat each other, especially counselors. When you're working with students, it's important to show the students that we are all just human, and we are all different. Even the people that are heterosexual, you're all different. You all have different beliefs, different likes. So treating people differently, it shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't treat people differently just because of the way that they think different than you, because you're treating everybody different because everybody thinks different. Everybody has their own opinions on different things. So, and then how do I see myself being an advocate? I think it's important, like I said, as a counselor in a school, to develop an atmosphere where there's just kindness, where you don't treat people negatively because they don't believe the same thing as you do, and that you respect that everyone has their own opinions and everyone has their own beliefs, and that you treat people with respect. So I would make sure that we have that atmosphere through just lessons, whether it be like in class lessons with the teacher about kindness, getting to know each other. I think also a lot of it is a lack of actually really knowing somebody. They might see a kid and think that they look or they act feminine, and they're just, oh, he's gay, but they don't know him as a person. So I think also getting to know your peers, the kids that you're learning with on a daily basis, getting to know them, their likes, their interests, is a good thing to do in a learning community. You have a greater respect for people, I believe, when you really know them versus just looking at them on the outside. So I think it would be important to make lessons, counseling sessions, just activities in the school where you get to know each other, and then make sure that the students know that it's important to respect that everybody's different and that everybody has different views, and that that's okay, and that you shouldn't treat people differently because of that. Because you wouldn't want somebody to treat you that way because you believe different things, or because you're not just like them. We're all humans, and we all have feelings, and it hurts to get made fun of. And I think everybody, all students, should be able to relate to that. I'm sure everybody's got made fun of for something at some point, and that it hurts. So I would make sure that we really got into that, especially in middle school, because they are mean in middle school. If you work in a middle school, their hormones, they're going crazy, and they can be mean to each other. So I think it's really important in middle school to develop an atmosphere of kindness through a counselor, developing lessons in the classroom, counseling sessions, or whatever else it takes. Just a whole atmosphere of kindness. So